Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm King Sway, and welcome to a new edition of RPG Horror Stories. Before I even delve into the story, I want to have a shout out to Fan of Everything. The comment they made was that the commentary I have at the end of the video is pretty much better than what everybody else is doing. I don't want to sound like I'm too egotistical about that, but I have noticed that other people, they give like 1 or 2 minutes and they kind of sound professional. Like I said, they probably have a script. I don't. I read the story and then I give my genuine thoughts about it. That's sometimes why I have to collect my thoughts, because right from the bat, sometimes I'm thinking, well, is this bullshit? But somebody acknowledged that, and I want to acknowledge them, and I'm gonna keep it pimping on that. Today's story is Lone Wolf Edgelord leaves us with no allies, because we all know how good the Edgelord is, right? Yeah. We about to jump into this. This is a brief story of how an Edgelord almost left us stranded and screwed inside a hostile slave-owning city. The characters: Dragonborn Barbarian, that's me, a human druid; Elf Rogue, the Edgelord; Dragonborn Paladin, and a human bard. So the setup is that we have to save the son of some war chief that was captured and taken to the city. If we get him back and we get the info we need, we get a contact inside the city, a former slave owner, and somebody who might help us. I said slave owner. I meant slave. The guy was a former slave, but he's a store owner. So a former slave who is a store owner who might help us. Players mess up sometime. Pimp, pimp. After we arrive at the docks, the rogue naturally goes to the extreme edge, talking about how slavery is right. It's all about proper order being maintained. Some people were made for slavery, etc. Getting heavily on the paladin's nerves and mine, but we ignore it for now. We talk around the docks trying to get info on the son. The bard managed to learn that he was taken by some people who specialize in breaking slaves. This gives a sense of urgency. Did I say this gives a sense of urgency to everyone? My mistake. Not the rogue. This guy decides he wants to buy a slave. The paladin now goes off about supporting this barbarism is immoral and that we have more important matters to deal with. The rogue stealths away from us while we're going to the person who has the son. Rogue manages to buy a slave on the cheap, then starts grilling him on the details of the city. To cut it short, he goes on a bender of intimidation and trying to get his own lead, which just points back to where we were already going to begin with. Due to him messing around, he misses us. We manage to have a civilized discussion, and we get the next lead. The whole thing went about your princess is in another castle several times. So he arrives there later and goes on full edge. I'm a trained killing machine. I can kill whoever I want. I'm Big Montoya. I'm here to kill you. The person then tells him that he could use his services to get rid of a problem. See where this is going? Yeah, buddy. Screw this dude. See the problem with all this? Our one and only contact in the city. Mr. Rogue just can't pass up his first assassination mission. While we were going to the contact, we get ambushed by some mercs. Quick combat and interrogation reveals a deeper conspiracy. The more important part is that it gives the rogue a lead on us, which means he arrives at the shop before us and he kills the contact. We arrive after seeing him cleaning up a bloody mess. The whole party went nuclear on him. He stuck to his guns though, for the greater good. He was a former slave, so he was bound to be useless, etc. I had enough of this. I simply declared 2 attacks. Reckless and Great Weapon Master. Both hit, with the second being a crit. So we roll on the crit table. I get another attack, and the rogue goes down in 1 volley. Oh yeah, because screw that guy. I said that earlier, but I'm going to say it again. Screw that guy. Seriously? Slavery is okay with you? Seriously? No. The player gets visibly angry and starts complaining how it's unfair and it's what my character would do. Seriously, yeah, again, I know, but just really, he's hitting all the tropes on this one. The DM listened to his complaint and promptly removed him from the game. The game continued, but we still had the aftermath to deal with. But that is a story for another post. Edit. For people wondering, that wasn't the first problem he caused. But usually it was something superficial enough that, somebody with a high charisma like the bard could just paper over. We had tried to RP with the rogue to get him to see a new outlook or at least calm it down a bit, but he wasn't having it. This was a while into the game, and the whole War Chief Slave Town subplot was one option to get the info we needed. There were others, but this was seemingly the easiest. We had been approached by the person in the same manner as the rogue. We had been offered the same quest. That is the end of the post. Oh yeah. Alright, now we get to the point where we're to my TED Talk. Yeah, no, I just want to reiterate, screw that guy. They had a paladin in the group. The first thing, I'm just saying, paladins can't let immoral things like that stand. So the first time he would have started talking about, yeah, I'm about to go get me a slave. Paladin been like, yo, try it and I'll smite the ever-loving hell out of you. Like, no, yeah, that would, the paladin, I don't understand how the paladin, to a good degree, was not keeping his ass in check. Maybe, look, just, maybe that's me, but that's the first place my mind goes. And if you look in the background, as I said, I try to, with my backgrounds and everything, I try to choose things that are relevant to the what I'm reading. The guy sharpening his sword, looking over with the hood over his head, the Edgelord rogue, and everybody else is the party member. That's literally why I did that. But seriously, the dude goes, it's what my character would do. Me being a paladin, I'm like, yo, it's what my character would do. He'd have to, I gotta smite you. I can't let injustice like this stand. You know this, and you went ahead and did this. So you knew what the outcome was going to be, or you thought you were going to be slick enough to get away with it. But the thing is, you're not. So there's that. I mean, like, I'm just, how this dude just went off the, and as far as I'm concerned, he went off the rails with that one. When I mean going off the rails, it's a slang term. Like, he just did something to the far left, and it wasn't even called for. Like, yeah. And it's not even his first infraction. Like, he did it, stuff like that multiple times. Everybody was like, yo, calm down, chill out. And he just wasn't listening. Like, that's why the DM was, I'm glad that the DM was like, yeah, okay, I hear what you're saying, but get the hell out of my group. We just ain't having it anymore. But that's the end of my TED Talk. Thank you for coming. If you're new to the channel and you like the story, think about liking and subscribing. If you're not new to the channel and you like the story, think about liking and subscribing. Hitting the like button and subscribing is just a little thing for you, but it means absolutely so much to me. It lets me know that you guys are enjoying my content. It lets YouTube know that there's people out there enjoying my content, and they'll put it out there so other people can get a hold of my content and maybe they'll enjoy it. Also, as I've been saying and as I've shown and proven several times over, I love interacting with you guys. I give shout outs and things to that degree, and I absolutely love interacting with you guys, and especially like with my own, I guess you call them personal videos, where, it's like, what's your strongest character, was I the asshole and things, or when I'm asking advice, or just wanted to hear with you guys and interact with you. Me and my group, my Slayer Game, my daughter Slayer Gaming, my other daughter Princess Gamer, we're gonna start adventuring again. We're gonna start recording it again. We're playing kind of, it's still technically still Dungeons and Dragons. It's a mashup of Dungeons and Dragons and Rifts, because we're putting stuff together. It's loosely based. We haven't fully play tested anything, but we just wanted to play a game and put something together. We're going to play again. Also, my son Slayer Gaming wants to do something with my demigod Dakarn. He's trying to kidnap Dakarn's adopted daughter. Now, mind you, Dakarn's adopted daughter is dead. She's a ghost. You can adopt ghosts. I don't want to hear nothing. But we'll probably be, when he figures out all the mechanics for that, that's another campaign we'll probably go to. That channel is Fanfiction Gaming. I'll let you guys know more about that when the time comes. About a week or two, we should be recording again. But again, thank you guys for listening. I'm King Sway, and I will absolutely, wholly, fully, truly, and most definitely see you guys in the next one.